Hello, people of the world, of America specifically. Hi, guys. My name is Kalyn Gaffaney. I was born in Oceanside, California, and I live in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And I'm here in Oklahoma, going to school in Tulsa. And my major is business management. I'm 20 years old. When I was young, I went through a lot because my parents were getting a divorce. So until the age of like 7, I was going off and on to court with my parents, and had to do supervised, stuff like with my dad. I couldn't be with him alone for the longest time. As I've been growing up, I've still gone through a lot of things. And even though legally I'm an adult, I still have a lot to learn, and I am still growing up. The reason I am talking to all the teens of America and, frankly, the world of America, is to help our generation before us and after us and our generation realize some things you may not know about celebrities and the media and the world. I'm going to read you a comment that I commented on one of Justin Bieber's videos or whatever. Someone called Justin Bieber gay, and I am a Christian, and this video has nothing to do with, it's my morals, but I'm not going to talk about it, and because I don't have the right to press religion on someone else. It's their own decision, who they are and who they choose to be and who they don't have a choice to be. And as a believer and have my faith, I have my own faith. I don't need to press it upon anyone else. So I said to this person that called him gay, I said, stop misusing the word gay. Justin Bieber is not gay. He has just made some mistakes. I don't know why people make such a fuss about Justin's mistakes, and there are so many other people who do the same thing or way worse things. He's still young, and plus, even though I'm not a fan of his, I don't listen to his music and I don't crawl after him, and he probably has a lot of people that say that and that actually do it, but I promise you I don't. He is smart. He's a smart business person, for one, just like Miley Cyrus. And even though they both get a lot of hate because they've changed over time, they're both really good business people. They've made some smart moves with their career, like that song that Bieber came out with. What was it? I don't remember it, but it was a huge hit when it was a change of his music, because he always had this little kid voice, and then his voice transformed, and Miley was always this Disney perfect girl, and then she came out in like a rave suit and started twerking. But you have to realize, as people, everyone judges. Not one person doesn't judge. And the people who are honestly worse at judging are religious people, because they think that their way is always right. And I know that my way is not always right. So I said, if you're going to judge someone, especially celebrities, at least try not to sound dumb. And the music business is it's the busiest and largest industrial revolution we've ever had is music. When I was a baby, I actually did shows off Broadway, and I did a commercial. It was a long time ago. I don't even remember it. But also being in school and learning the management side, and also knowing from what I know just from intellect, that people who judge others for using auto-tune on all their music, first of all, every single artist out there that produces an album, every single artist, there's not one artist that does not use auto-tune on their albums. Mariah Carey does it. Celine Dion did it. Britney Spears did it. Justin Bieber does it. Miley Cyrus does it. Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato and Taylor Swift all do it. The reason is, it may sound differently in person, but whether or not they want to use audio tune or not, it's not up to them. Their label decides what they do and how they're going to do it. If they like if Taylor Swift liked it on an acoustic, the label might like it better on an electric. And so if she does it in an electric and they like it better and she still doesn't like it, doesn't matter what she thinks. She's signed to that record label, and they're gonna make her on her album put the electric guitar instead of the acoustic. It's just how music business works. The producers and the labels have the right. And once you're signed, and you have to listen to them. And if you don't abide by their rules and you don't take their advice and discretion, then got a bit of a problem. So judging someone, and especially a celebrity, based upon audio tune when they're a musician is just downright stupid. Because if you're not educated in music production, then you just shouldn't even comment about anyone that does music at all. I also want to make people realize that, even though they are celebrities, and, this is what they signed up for. They knew that there was going to be paparazzi. They knew they were going to have haters and lovers. It's just like being the president, where half the world hates you and half the world loves you. And if you don't put on a good show, then everyone gets mad at you. It still hurts them. Bullying is bullying, and if you call someone gay and they're not actually gay, it is very, very people don't like that. And even worse is that there are people that are gay. And let me tell you something. Gay people are not bad people. And the Bible does not say that God does not love gays. In fact, God loves all his children. Okay? The only thing about gay people and Christianity is that the fact that God doesn't like the sin, and he doesn't like that people keep sinning. And I believe that there are people who do choose to be gay, but the ones who are hard on it, who they've grown up their entire lives hiding it, didn't have a choice. They didn't have a choice to be gay. They didn't want to like men. They didn't want to like girls or whatever sex they were. But I don't believe that if you're really gay, like you're true gay, you didn't have a choice. So I also don't know why people are saying you have a choice to do this and do that. But we also have a choice not to murder. We also have a choice not to commit adultery. We have a choice not to judge others. And yet we do all of those things. Being gay is not far from the worst sin you can think of. Far from. And it shouldn't even be considered a sin, because it's who someone is. You are who you are. You can't say that you are a sin. So, but that's just my belief, okay? I just think that the generation before and after us still doesn't realize, and our generation are having tough times with people judging us, whether you're fat or skinny, or you're too skinny or you're too fat. First of all, I believe that if you're 16, there's no reason as a girl that you should be 300 pounds. But you also have to think about it this way. There are people out there that have diseases that makes all their fat just go to their waist, even no matter how many times they exercise. And what's even worse, though, is that for a fat girl to turn around and call a skinny girl way too skinny and call her all these names. Just because a girl is skinny does not mean that she's anorexic, bulimic, or anything like that. She may just have a fast metabolism, which is what most skinny girls have, a fast metabolism. I'm not fat, I'm not skinny, I'm medium sized, even though I I work out every single day after work. I try and work out every single day at least. But me and food, we just get along. I like food. Everyone likes food. Who doesn't like food? My point is, before you judge someone, make sure that, well, I mean, actually, you shouldn't judge someone, but before you do, make sure you know all the facts, and make sure you don't say something that makes you look like a complete idiot. Um, the media. I'll get to the media. The media um, produces false advertisement, false facts, which is false evidence. For instance, Justin Bieber may have 3 different kids. I recently heard that from Hollywood Life, I think, or something like that, uh, because he was a player. I don't know if that's true. I doubt it is. What else? Let me see. Oh, well, the fact is that the media, the reason they will talk about lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies is because it creates drama, 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 which is what their job is. Um, the paparazzi are a part of this drama, and all celebrities, they knew what they were getting into with the paparazzi and the media. However, it comes down to people and the teenagers and their fans and the non-fans that really hurt them. I mean, you say hurtful things and it's not nice. You call someone too fat, or you say that Selena Gomez is too skinny with too big of lips, and that why does she look pale all the time? Well, Selena Gomez has lupus, so she kind of has this condition where she's tired all the time, and her own body is attacking the immune system. And probably didn't know that, but she does have lupus, and there are many other people out there that have lupus too. I said I wasn't a fan of Justin Bieber, but what actually got me thinking about making this video was his song that he made when he first was discovered, and it was called Pray. And I know that Justin Bieber has gone through a lot with the paparazzi and the media. And if I were to say anything to him today, it would be, I think you could do better. You know what you're doing. You know your decisions and your choices. Not gonna say you need anger management class, because if I put myself in your shoes, I would get super pissed off at the media too. I don't like people when they're getting in my face and then spreading lies about me, and I doubt the world does too. I would also say that your song Pray actually spoke to me. It was the only song that I've listened to of Justin Bieber's that has actually spoken to me, and not as a religious person, because I did lose my faith at one point. But just from a personal point of view, it did speak to me, because his song talks about how there's children out there with no food, how there is homeless people all around the world, and parents just not being good parents. Talks about world and the life of people. I just feel like as human beings, we were put here on this earth to do better, to be better, and there's always hope for the next generation. But if someone doesn't stand up and say something, then nothing's gonna happen. There's been a lot of people out there that have said stuff. You are who you are, no judging. But nothing ever comes through to the mind of a person that will just block you out completely. If you've ever taken a day to just not talk and not go anywhere and just look at the world around you, what you're doing with your life, because you right now as a person can change not only yourself, but the people around you, and you can change the world. And that's what life is about, is making a stand. And even though this is going to be probably 20 minutes long, if you're still sitting here, listening and watching me preach, uh, as they call it, then you would know that maybe you've made some mistakes along the way. You've done things you weren't proud of. You've fallen short of who you are. And that's okay, because you can change, and you have the right to change right now. And as a person, change for yourself, not for someone else. Don't change for religion. Don't change for the love of your life. Change for yourself, and change because you know it's the right thing to do. I mean, as human beings, we all naturally have morals. And the people that say that they know everything about everyone, so they have the right to judge, I feel sorry for you, because I'm still learning, and I'm only 20, so I'm still growing up. I'm still a kid. I think that the people that can realize they're still growing up even when they're almost 30 years old or 20 years old are the people that are more intelligent in life. And I think that also Plato or Aristotle did a research on that. I was also thinking about how impatient we are. As human beings, we are very impatient. I just think that people need to stop and just realize, because 20 years ago we didn't have cell phones. Years ago we didn't have planes. It's an amazing thing to be flying up in the air and looking at the world below you. You gotta wait for them. It may take them 30 minutes to feel the jet to get to you from one destination to the next. So if you're sitting there arguing and saying that this is taking too long, this is ridiculous, just stop about it and think that, years ago, the generations before you, they didn't have this. You are not only blessed, but it is a privilege to be living during this time. And if people don't start realizing that things are constantly changing, and if you're a person that's staying the same, and you're judging, and you're hating, and you're spreading negative energy, you're not going to live very long. It's a health problem too. And I'm not a person that believes that there's going to be world peace. There's never going to be world peace. There's always going to be a different opinion. Do I wish that there could be world peace? Yes. But all in reality, do I think that there ever will be? No. Not until someone important stands up and says something like this. I'm not an important person. I get that. Not many people know me except in Broken Arrow and some in California. But you also have to remember that there's people out there that go through worse things. There are kids out there that are born into poverty. And it's just really amazing how poverty and privilege became silent neighbors. So I just thought that the world should think about it. And I know this is like 20 minutes long, and I'm sorry for that. But if you listened, then thank you. And I hope the world and the people in this world for humankind will change for the better good. Thank you.